The sound of water running always brought a sense of calm to Lisa. It was her moment of peace after a long day, standing under the warm stream, letting the stress melt away. But tonight, the shower felt different. The bathroom tiles seemed colder, the air heavier, as if something unseen lingered in the steam. Lisa lived alone in her small apartment on the outskirts of town. The complex was old, and the pipes often groaned and clanked, but she had grown used to the noises. However, for the past few nights, she had noticed something strange. Each time she stepped into the shower, she felt the distinct sensation of being watched. It wasn't just paranoia, it was a presence, an overwhelming feeling that someone or something was there with her. She tried to brush it off as exhaustion playing tricks on her mind, but the unease only grew stronger. Tonight was no different. As the water cascaded down her back, Lisa heard a noise, a faint rustling like fabric shifting against the tiles. She froze, her heart hammering. The shower curtain was pulled shut, yet she could feel it, a movement just beyond the thin barrier of fabric.
Get a grip, Lisa.
Summoning her courage, she reached out and yanked the curtain open. The bathroom was empty. She exhaled sharply, shaking her head. But as she turned back to rinse her hair, a whisper slithered through the steam. Not alone. Lisa screamed, slipping against the slick tub. She scrambled out, clutching a towel around herself, her breath coming in short gasps. She scanned the room, her reflection staring back at her from the fogged-up mirror. But then she saw it, another reflection, just behind her. A shadowy figure, its features obscured, watching her with hollow, sunken eyes. She spun around. Nothing. Shaking, Lisa backed out of the bathroom, shutting the door behind her. She refused to go back in for the rest of the night, too terrified to even glance in the mirror. The following morning, she convinced herself it had been a trick of the light. Maybe she had imagined it. But when she stepped into the bathroom, she found something that made her blood run cold. A single wet footprint outside the shower. Too large to be hers. Lisa started keeping her bathroom light on at night. She avoided looking in the mirror for too long, fearing she might see something staring back. But no matter what precautions she took, the feeling of being watched never left. One night, she decided enough was enough. Armed with her phone, she set it up on the sink, recording as she took her shower. If there was something there, she would catch it on video. She pressed record and stepped into the water. The sensation returned almost instantly, that heavy, suffocating presence. But she forced herself to stay put, to act normal. When she finished, she turned off the water and grabbed her phone with shaky hands. Sitting on her bed, she played the video back. For the first few minutes, everything seemed normal. Then, at the 2-minute mark, the shower curtain began to shift. Not from the steam, but as if something unseen was brushing against it. And then at 4 minutes, a shape appeared in the fogged-up mirror. A figure standing still, just outside the tub. Lisa dropped the phone, her pulse thundered in her ears. She wasn't crazy. She wasn't imagining it. Something was there. Desperate for answers, she did some research on the apartment building. What she found made her stomach churn. Decades ago, a tenant named Rachel had lived in the very unit Lisa now occupied. One night, after returning from work, Rachel had been attacked in her bathroom by an intruder who had been hiding in the shower. The police found her lifeless body in the tub, the water still running. The man responsible was never caught. Lisa felt sick. The presence in her bathroom, it wasn't just a ghost. It was a lingering echo of violence, of something sinister tied to the space where a life had been taken. That night, Lisa refused to shower. She lay awake, staring at the ceiling, every creak of the apartment sending chills down her spine. She needed to leave, immediately. But as she got up to pack her bags, the bathroom light flickered. Then the sound of running water filled the air. Lisa's breath hitched. The shower had turned on by itself.
Not alone.
and over the sound of the rushing water she heard it again. A whisper, chilling and unmistakable. Lisa never stepped foot in that apartment again. She broke her lease the next morning and moved out, leaving behind whatever restless presence haunted that bathroom. But even in her new place, she never felt quite safe. Because some nights, as she stood beneath the warm stream of water, she could swear she still felt it. That presence, watching, waiting,